is in it. I think there'd be a big surprise if Hastings in it.
Exactly, John. It would be a surprise if Hastings made it to the state tournament. St. Paul Johnson could possibly have the best player in the state, and a boy by the name of Drew Whalen, who has 50 goals and 38 assists. But St. Paul Johnson just recently won the city championship down there, so I'm going to go with Johnson.
Herb on Section 4, St. Paul Johnson, Hastings.
I'll take Johnson also.
Section 5, Bloomington has it wrapped up. It's either going to be Jefferson or Kennedy. Herb, I guess Jefferson with a little more tradition than Kennedy. I'd go with Jefferson.
I'll also go with Jefferson, John.
Ron, any dissenting vote there on 5? Jefferson, the winner in number 5?
I'll pick Jefferson on that one, John.
Okay, in 6, Herb, Edina, Richfield, Minnetonka, Wayzata. You have 4 teams to choose from. Who do you expect to see as a finalist? Who do you expect to eventually be the Section 6 champion?
I'll pick Minnetonka again. I'm going out on a limb all the way this year. I want to see some new people in the tournament. I think Minnetonka is the team I'd like to see there.
Okay, well, Ron, I think that Dinah, the same old one, will eventually emerge because of tradition. Who do you expect to see as the finalist in the
Well, I'm going to pick Edina. Although there are 4 real good teams, I understand, in this section, that refers back to that Section 1 where they all split at tournament time. Some of these teams are the 4th and 5th place teams in this section, but I'm going to stick with Edina.
Okay, we'll skip 7. We go to 8, Bemidji, Roseau. Herb, I guess I would say that with the Broughton boy at Roseau, he will lead him into the state tournament. So I don't think a lot of people, wouldn't be a monumental upset, just a mild surprise if Bemidji would make it.
I'm looking for a close game, but I would pick Roseau as the eventual representative of Section 8.
Ronnie, anything?
I'm going to go with Roseau. I think Bemidji is much too young this year.
Okay, so that's the way you have it is around the state. We're going to come back and we're going to get into depth in this Section 7 tournament game, talking about each team, try to get in depth with each team, and then talk a little bit about the Section 7 hockey tournament more than we've had an opportunity to do in the past. Talk about the semifinal games also, and we'll do that in just 1 minute.
All of the employees at Hibbing Electronics would like to take this moment to wish the Hibbing High Blue Jackets the very best during the 1983-84 athletic season in all of their endeavors. As part of the Hibbing community, they're proud to join all the fine sponsors of the only game in town in promoting our area high school sports.
For your home, get the right window from the right place. Pella Windows, the Energy Tight window. Check Pella's exclusive construction features and you'll find energy-saving ideas for your home. Pella Windows from Pella Products on the Beltline in Hibbing. Call 263-8361 today. Quajo's Charter Service is proud to transport the Hibbing High School teams and fans. Good luck to all the Hibbing High School athletic teams in this year's playoffs from Quajo's Charter Service, your total transportation center in Hibbing.
Okay, we're back at the arena. Ron, I guess you've got some news too about around the state. One of the top recruited people, Norman boy from Hill Murray, has been reported on his way to North Dakota. This is the time of year where we start hearing a little bit about commitments. I don't think we hear a lot about it though until after the state tournament. But I guess for the bigger stars, sometimes it helps the program to get someone committed as a stature in Norman. Do you expect to see any more commitments like that, or is it getting to be later and later in the years, the kids, before they really make a commitment?
Well, John Gilbert told me this afternoon that one of the reasons that the Norman kid chose to go to North Dakota so soon was he was thinking about playing in the state tournament with some added pressure. I guess he's got that off of himself now, and he can more concentrate on the state tournament. There are quite a few players, I guess, at St. Paul Johnson, Hill Murray, and some of those teams down in this metropolitan area. But recruiting is definitely a big draw here tonight, and it will be in the state tournament.
Herb, you know, a lot of people say, why isn't this school interested? Why isn't that school? It's not so much whether you're interested or not. It's the number of scholarships you have available. And I think a lot of people don't realize that schools would love to take 50, 60 kids in. They can't do that. That's unrealistic. They've only got a limited number of scholarships, and it fluctuates from year to year, and they also have to recruit for need. So that's the reason, as the Gophers this year with only 2, some years some other school gets stuck with just a few. So that's on the coach's mind, and it really it depends upon what their particular situation is.
I think UMD has done it very well, and I think most schools are going to this format where they're just picking on need. I don't think they're over-recruiting. They have a nice number of kids waiting in the wings, developing, and as a result, they're looking for quality players. They're looking for good students, and I think they're looking for their prime interest is in need, what they need is to fill the position.
But isn't it hard, Herb? Obviously, there are not enough Division I schools to satisfy all the kids that can play Division I hockey in Minnesota. Therefore, UMD and the Gophers kind of get a rap sometimes when a kid goes to North Dakota, Western Michigan, what have you, Northern Michigan, Michigan Tech. But there just aren't enough scholarships, there aren't enough places for all the Division I hockey players that we seem to produce every year in this state.
Well, I think that there are a certain number of boys that qualify for the Eastern schools, which gives them a little bit more latitude in terms of their potential. And I think that some of those are taken off by the Eastern schools as early as Christmas time, when some of their testing requirements and signing requirements are coming up. So I do think that there's a place for everyone.
Okay, let's take a look. Now, we got to get through the Section 7 game. We'll do that in just 1 minute.
For family dining at reasonable prices, it's the Glacier Restaurant. Why not enjoy a satisfying breakfast there today? Try some fresh coffee and a sweet roll or something else, or whatever you choose. You'll treat yourself and your family to a delicious meal. The Glacier Restaurant in the Glacier Shopping Center in Hibbing. Start your home improvement projects today with help from Erickson Lumber and Fuel. You'll find remodeling supplies and expert advice on how to use them successfully. And remember, Erickson also carries fuel oil for all your heating needs. Erickson Lumber and Fuel in downtown Hibbing. They can help you do it right.
Stop in at Jack and Don Service for new and used auto parts for any make, car, or truck. For major or minor repairs or tune-ups, see the experts at Jack and Don's. And 24-hour towing service is standard, too. Remember to look first at Jack and Don's for used parts and tires for your car or truck.
Okay, we're back here. Let's talk about this game particularly. First of all, a quick, we don't really have enough time, but just a quick summary. Over in Grand Rapids, Hibbing 5-4, I think two factors. One, I believe the Blue Jackets, honestly, if they were honest, took Hermantown a little bit lightly, but then you saw another fantastic performance by Hermantown. Goalie Daryl Illikainen, he just did an outstanding job. 2 games in a row, and yet I was talking to a college scout that earlier in the year was looking at him, he said he let everything in. So whether it was just a hot streak or not, that was the difference, as the ice was tilted towards the Hawk net all night. The Hawks, though, to their credit, when they got a good opportunity, they made the most of it and took the Blue Jackets into overtime. Here at Greenway, or at Hibbing, the 5-2 victory, from what I understand, it was a few missed opportunities by Virginia and a couple disputed official calls that led to a Greenway victory. Ron, you want to just a quick summary of the game?
Well, John, I saw it very much as Virginia's goaltender struggling a little bit, and Greenway's goalie struggling in the first 10 minutes of the game, but coming on strong by the end of the game. Greenway, when they did get down to Virginia's zone, capitalized on almost every one of Virginia's mistakes. And I saw that as being a real key in the game.
Herb, we're going to have to move on. Taking a look at this game, take Greenway first. You saw them play against Virginia. Here's another team, seeded number 7. Coach Jenander said even if there hadn't been a labor problem over there, they still may have been a 7th-place team this year. It just shows you how strong this conference is getting year in and year out. But yet they've made it to the finals. Last year we had a 5th and 6th-place team making it. So I think the year of the teams finishing 1 through 4 dominating this tournament are probably over. Your thoughts, first of all, on the Greenway Raiders?
I think the Greenway Raiders did an outstanding job the other night defensively. I thought their defensive corps did an excellent job, and I think they back-checked very well, and they played on Virginia's mistakes. They decided, I think, before the game that they'd have to have back-checkers at all times, move the puck well, and hold the blue line. They were holding the line very well, and I think that this is what they did so well. I thought, like Ron, that the goalie started off kind of shaky, but tightened up, and after they got that 3-1 lead, it was kind of, in my mind, I felt Virginia wasn't going to overtake them, and I thought their defensive game was the key. So that's what they did the other night. I think looking at Hibbing versus Greenway, I think if Hibbing plays their game, they're going to come out victorious.
Okay, Ronnie, if you had to put a scouting report on this game, how would you scout each team, and how would you scout the two teams meeting each other?
Well, I would see Greenway as basically a two-line team, a three-defenseman team, and very strong in the goals. I think Greenway's defensemen, if Hibbing skates their three lines, for instance, and work the defensemen, I think Greenway's defensemen are going to get tired. As far as Hibbing, I think they're going to have to tighten up quite a bit in their defensive zone. Giving up 4 goals in a game like Hermantown, it's got to be tough, and you got to start to wonder a little bit about that.
Herb, the keys tonight for both Greenway and Hibbing. Put yourself on both sides of the aisle. Key for Greenway, key for Hibbing.
Well, I think the goaltending in both cases is the important thing. Coming out from the goal, I guess, if you're building a hockey team, your defense. I've watched Hibbing, I think, 6 times. I think their defense has to mature fast, because I think at this time, or the last game I saw them, they did not look like the defensemen that I've seen in the state tournament. Tommy Hansen, yes, but the other 3 or 4, they've got to mature quickly. So I think Hibbing has a very strong team, excellent skaters. If Hibbing plays a more physical game, I think they're going to win. I think if they lay back and if the nerve factor comes in, they're not going to win. I think if Greenway plays as smart as they did the other night, Hibbing's going to have some problems, because I think their defensive game was excellent. I'm looking forward to a very good game. I think Hibbing will be victorious if they don't get shook up and they play the game they're capable of playing.
Okay, we'll come back and get some final predictions in just 1 minute.
Questions on insurance? Then you need the advice of the Metetich Insurance Agency. John, Jim, or John Jr. can answer all your questions and help you decide what's best. Metetich insures homes and autos, trucks and RVs. Stop by 606 East Howard or call them at 263-7505. That's the Metetich Insurance Agency of Hibbing.
For the finest in men's fashions and accessories, see Luthold Jacobson Clothiers in downtown Hibbing. You'll find exceptional clothing items from Botany 500, Palm Beach, Arrow, Pendleton, and Field & Stream. Jeans by Levi, H.D. Lee, and Oshkosh. That's Luthold Jacobson Clothiers, 212 East Howard in Hibbing.
You owe yourself a test drive in the new Ford Tempo. Northwoods Ford wants you to see for yourself what pure driving pleasure can be. 4-wheel drive, independent suspension, rack and pinion steering, a roomy 5-passenger interior, and much more. Plus a great Northwoods Ford deal. Stop in today at Northwoods Ford on the Beltline in Hibbing.
Okay, we're back here at the arena, and the score, we're back here at the arena. Ron, I guess I'll let you walk the plank the first time, or the first part. You've seen Hibbing play many times. You saw Greenway. A prediction based on your knowledge of both teams.
I'm going to pick Hibbing because I think Hibbing's got a lot more talented, skilled players than Greenway got. Greenway's got 4 or 5 skilled players. I would say Hibbing's on the upper of the 10 or 11. So I'm going to pick Hibbing tonight.
Okay, Herb?
I'll also stay with Hibbing. I think, like I said, if they play the game that they're capable of, they're going to win. I think it'll be a good game because of the tournament, the crowd, the magnitude of the game, the importance of it. It's a stepping stone to the state tournament, so I'm looking forward to a real exciting, traditional, typical Iron Range Conference Region 7 hockey final.
Okay, thanks very much to Ron Hooper, to Herb Sellers. Again, this year we had our Hockey Talk for Section 7. We appreciate their contributions to the show. So that's it. That's the end of the that is the end of the era as far as we're concerned. We're at the championship game. Hibbing 21-1, Greenway 12-8 will meet for the Section 7 championship, and this winner will represent Section 7 in the State High School Hockey Tournament opening next Thursday at the St. Paul Civic Center. So stay tuned for exciting high school hockey action, Hibbing and Greenway, following on the only game in town in just 2 minutes.
Join Northern Tours and Travel on their Florida Azalea Blossom Special Tour. Depart March 19th for a 13-day motor coach air vacation in the sunny South. See Disney World, Epcot Center, historic St. Augustine, and more, all in Florida. And beautiful Savannah, Georgia, and Charleston, South Carolina. Call Northern Tours today at 263-7588 for more information.
Do you really want to spend another day with just 2 or 3 channels on your TV set? Why not get all the best programming available today with cable? Sports events, 24-hour news and weather, movies, and more can be yours for less than you might think. Just call Range Cable Television today at 262-1071. Security State Bank is everybody's bank every hour of every day. When you're buying a new or used car, the right financing can save you as much as the right deal. You must be on your toes, but you don't have to go all over town for the best loan. Just come to Security State Bank. They've got lots of plans to save you money. Member FDIC. It's time to join the only game in town with Dick Nordvold and John Tim Payne. Tonight's game is brought to you by these fine sponsors. The Glacier Restaurant, Ronson Super Duper Stores, Lutho Jacobson Clothiers, Northwoods Ford, First Federal Savings and Loan, Jack and Don Service, Northern Tours and Travel, Mettedich Insurance, Erickson Lumber and Fuel, Sunrise Bakery, Samson Oil, First Bank Hibbing, Planet Travel, Range Cable Television, Hibbing Office Supply, Security State Bank, The Men's Shop, Hyde Supply, Cordell Furniture, Teskey's Jewelry, L&L Rental, Hardee's Restaurant, Edwards Oil Company, Romer Motors, L&M Supply, Pella Products, Hibbing Electronics Corporation, Ranger Chevrolet, Sullivan Candy and Supply, and Mary Choidy Tax and Bookkeeping Service. And now here are your announcers for tonight's play-by-play, Dick Nordvold and John Tim Payne.
Well, thank you very much, and welcome to an absolutely standing room only crowd here at Hibbing Memorial Arena as the Hibbing Blue Jackets and the Greenway Raiders are going against one another in just a matter of minutes for the right to enter state competition next week at the St. Paul Civic Center. Just a grand crowd here this evening. There are no tickets. We're at least told there are no tickets. People still arriving here at the arena. They're already imploring people to push together. And it definitely is Section 7 tournament action here at the Memorial Arena. And we'll have the starting lineups for you in tonight's contest coming up in just 1 minute.
Make this switch to Edwards Oil this heating season. The next time you order fuel oil, ask your supplier if he will efficiently test your oil burner or hot water boiler. If your dealer can't help you economize, call Edwards Oil in Hibbing at 263-8311 and find out what full service really means. 365 days a year, Edwards Oil is home heating at its best. The new 84s are in the showroom right now at Romer Motors in Hibbing. Come in and take a look and see what Buick, Pontiac, and GMC have come up with just for you. Test drive an 84 today at Romer Motors, 2205 First Avenue, Hibbing. Open Mondays till 8 p.m., Tuesday through Saturday till 5:30. If you're remodeling or just starting out, come into Cordell Furniture in Hibbing to see their fine line of home furnishings. Dining sets, kitchen sets, bedroom suites, sofas and chairs, tables and lamps, all at affordable prices and from quality manufacturers. Put the finishing touch on your home with furniture from Cordell.
Well, there's no doubt about it. It's tournament atmosphere here at Hibbing Memorial Arena. John, we haven't seen a crowd this big since the last Section 7 tournament.
Yeah, well, once a year, Dick, they pack in here like this. Before we get any farther, let's tell everybody who the officials are. They're from the Twin City area, St. Paul, I believe. It's Buzz Olson and Carson Headland are the two officials tonight.
They're out of Section 8, John.
Okay, and it should be a good game, I think, for people who've seen both games, both teams Hibbing a slight favorite, but Bob Janander, Dick, can work wonders. I think he's worked wonders with this club in making it's that we hear all the coaches talk about believing in yourselves, and I think this Greenway team does now. I think we're going to see a different Greenway team. I believe the Blue Jackets will have their hands full. It should be an excellent Section 7 final game.
Well, we've always talked about the excellent Section 7 hockey games, and, John, they have not always proved out to be that way. The semifinals generally have always kind of overshadowed that final game. But the Blue Jackets out onto the ice now. The Greenway Raiders are already out and in their warm-up. The Hibbing band now is playing the rouser for the Blue Jackets. There's just something about the tournament atmosphere, and there's just no way that you can deny that it exists here tonight. Let's take a look then at the starting lineup for the Greenway Raiders. They'll start in the goal tonight. Number 1, Rick Royal. He is their junior goaltender. At center ice will be number 7, Tim Geyer. Tim, a senior for the Raiders. At his wings will be number 12, Paul Charbonneau. Paul is a junior. And he'll also be centering number 15, Jeff Beckett. Jeff is a junior. On defense for the Raiders, it's number 19, Dean Kraboyevich, a sophomore, and number 20, Mike Peluso. Mike is a senior. On the second line for the Raiders at center ice is number 11, Jeff Trombley. Jeff is a senior. At his wings, number 8, Rob Hatchie. Rob is a senior. And number 10, Rick Johnson. Rick Johnson is a senior. Defensively for the Raiders' second line, it's number 18, Rick Luhama. Rick is a senior. And at the other defensive post, it's number 21, Jeff Madsen. Jeff is a junior. On the third line for the Raiders, at center ice, it'll be number 22, Terry Trebojevic, a senior. At his wings, number 13, Rod Rudnick, a sophomore. And number 24, Jeff Johnson, a sophomore. Backing up the Raiders are number 9, Dave Olson, a sophomore. Number 14, Tony Sarago, a junior. Number 17, Dan Adams, a junior. And number 23, Tom Berg, a senior. The alternate goaltender for the Greenway Raiders is number 30, Marty Giles. He's a junior. That's a look at the Greenway Raiders. They're coached by Bob Janander with assistance of Paul Rigg and John Murphy. Let's turn now to the Hibbing Blue Jackets. Starting for the Blue Jackets tonight in the goal will be junior goaltender number 1, John Haidu. At center ice for the Jackets, it'll be number 4, Pat Iozzo. Pat, a senior. He'll be centering number 7, Nick Andrikin, a senior. And number 14, Pat Marolt. Pat, a junior. On defense for the Blue Jackets, it'll be number 2, Tom Hansen, a junior. And number 12, Jerry Kristoff. Jerry is a junior. On the second line for the Blue Jackets at center ice is number 3, Antonio Catani, a senior. At his wings, number 6, John Zezel, a senior. And number 17, Mike Grillo. Mike is a junior. On defense for the Blue Jackets, it'll be number 10, Richie Bryant, a junior. And number 13, Bo Nikoloff, a junior. On the third line for the Blue Jackets, centering will be number 18, Mark Kasner, a junior. He'll be centering number 8, Jeff Claggio, a senior, and number 16, John Hagan, a junior. And on defense, it's number 5, Mike Vidmar, a junior, and number 11, Sean Gosted, a junior. On the fourth line for the Blue Jackets, it'll be centered by number 15, Kelly Esty. Kelly is a senior. He'll be centering number 9, Pat Gozic, a senior, and number 19, John Schwartz, a sophomore. The alternate goaltender for the Hibbing Blue Jackets is number 0, Tim O'Hara. He's a senior. The Blue Jackets are coached by Bill Olson with assistance of Bill Teacher and Mike Terrell. The team managers, Jeff Wiseman, Mike Vukovic. The statistician is Lori Olson. So there you have the starting lineups for this evening's contest. All of the Blue Jackets now have been introduced along with the Greenway Raiders, and we'll be back then with the opening face-off in tonight's contest in just 1 minute.
You know, for gas, groceries, and convenience, it's Ronson Super Duper Stores, 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. every day of the year. And now there's more. Play Magic Money at Ronson's. Pick up Magic Money tickets each time you stop in, and you could be a weekly $50 cash winner, but only if you play Magic Money. Now at Ronson Super Duper Stores in Hibbing and Chisholm. Start your home improvement projects today with help from Erickson Lumber and Fuel. You'll find remodeling supplies and expert advice on how to use them successfully. And remember, Erickson also carries fuel oil for all your heating needs. Erickson Lumber and Fuel in downtown Hibbing. They can help you do it right. Security State Bank is everybody's bank, and they have the getaway money to take you and your family anywhere you want to go. Maybe you want to hit the road in a new RV or make waves with a new boat. Talk to the loan experts at Security State Bank of Hibbing. They want your dream vacation to become a reality. Member FDIC.
Tonight's only game in town comes to you over WMFG, WGGR studios in Hibbing, as the colors are presented here by the VFW Post 8510 color guard unit. The colors retired now. The crowd comes to life, and we're ready to go with Section 7 tournament hockey, the finals. The winner going into the tournament next week.
The Hibbing comes in 21-1. Greenway comes in 12-8, and Greenway, by virtue of their 5-2 victory over Virginia, got to the championship game. Hibbing having a harder time, a 5-4 overtime victory over Hermantown to get them into the Section 7 championship game. This winner will play the second game of the 1984 State High School Hockey Tournament at St. Paul Civic Center. Will play the Section 2 champion, and right now we had a score after one period. Denfeld, Morgan Park 2, St. Cloud Apollo 2. That was the latest score we had on that game.
All right, we're at center ice then, as both teams now break their huddles, and we're ready to get underway. Jam-packed Hibbing Memorial Arena, and what a great sight it is here to see as many people as there are here this evening. Standing room only crowd, and we can estimate it between 43 to about 4,700. We haven't been given the official number.
You can't get too many more people in here. In the media, I don't think we have 10 hockey games that are covered as well as this one is.
All right, Greenway Raiders, Rick Royal in the goal. For the Hibbing Blue Jackets, it's John Hyduke, and we're at center ice for the face-off as Tim Geyer will face off against the Blue Jackets' Pat Iozzo. Well, now it comes down to the boys on the ice. This is what they've been waiting for and planning for and working for all season, and for some of the seniors their whole career. Off the face-off, the puck was down into the Greenway zone, cleared back by Trebojevic, dumped down into the Hibbing zone. As it's picked up now by Tom Hansen. Hansen has it tapped away from him. Now a scramble for it along the side. Hansen comes up with it, brings it behind his own net, feeds it out on the right side now for Maroltz, who tries to clear but not out. Now Christoph goes to the corner on the right side, playing it on the right wing for Maroltz. Maroltz is checked out of play. Blue Jackets, Hansen comes up with it on the left side. Passes ahead. Oh, it's intercepted right out in front. A shot taken. Hyduke comes up with a save off a shot by Charbonneau. Now the Blue Jackets. Hansen goes to the corner. Maroltz is there. Tied up there. The puck comes loose. It's whistled dead, and we'll have a face-off to the right of John Hyduke as the Blue Jackets having a little difficulty clearing the puck from their zone.
Well, the Greenway Raiders, Dick, doing a good job of forechecking, and they are just forcing it in there. Hibbing is unable right now to break it out.
14:23 remaining here, the first period of play. Game just getting underway as Iozzo will face it off against Jeff Trombley. Greenway goes with two sets of defensemen.
To the right of Hyduke.
Off the face-off. The puck will be controlled by Maroltz. Tap down to Hansen. Hansen has it knocked away. Centered out in front. Anderkin takes it for the Blue Jackets. Anderkin passes now to Hansen. Hansen on the right. Down across the blue line is checked out of play. Loose puck goes down to the corner. Is picked up now. Centered out in front. Anderkin, a nice shot and a great save made by Rick Royal. Up on the boards. The puck is cleared out into center ice. It's picked off now by Trombley coming down across the blue line. Rick Johnson, a shot taken and a deflection by Hyduke off the blast by Jeff Trombley. Now centering from behind. The Blue Jackets try to clear it. Goes into center ice. Iozzo has it. Over skates at the puck. Picked up by Jeff Matson. Driven back into Hibbing defensive territory. Is picked up over by Rick Johnson over the corner. No score in tonight's game. Iozzo comes up, feeds it over to Anderkin on the left wing. Anderkin tries to clear, but not out. As Matson holds in, he dumps it behind the Hibbing net. Hansen goes in after it. 13:34 remaining. The puck will be tied up there. A whistle stops action. We'll have a face-off to the right of John Hyduke as the Blue Jackets bring on the Katani line.
Well, so far, Dick, Hibbing's had one good opportunity. Hyduke with two saves, but It's really been in the Hiving end early in this period.
All right, the face-off to the right of John Hajduk. Katani will face it off against Terry Trebojevic, and off the face-off, Richie Bryant controls. Sent over on the left side is picked off by John Zezel. Zezel headmans it now for Katani. Katani in center ice, plays it rink wide now for Bryant. Bryant takes it down across the blue line, winds up his drive, but save is made, and then rebound shot from the side by Bryant, and a cover up by Rick Royal after he makes the glove save.
So Rick Royal coming up with some masterful saves for Greenway.
Face-off will take place to the left of the Raider goaltender. 13-13 remaining here in the first period of play. Katani will face it off against Terry Trebojevic. No score in tonight's contest. 13-13 remaining. Face-off to the left of Royal. Off the face-off, a drive and a deflection by Royal as Zezel comes up with it. Zezel now tries to feed it out for Grillo in the slot, but it's broken up by Peluso. He tries to clear, but not out. Now Zezel coming in 2-on-1. Zezel sends in a shot that goes wide of the net. Picked up on the right side. It's Jeff Johnson trying to clear, but not out as it's held in by the Blue Jackets. It's dumped down into the corner. Now it's taken by Rudnick. Rudnick over on the left side tries to clear. Not out as it's intercepted by Bryant. Bryant feeds over to Zezel. Zezel couldn't get in position for the shot. Now it's Zezel up on the left side. Checked out a play there. Grillo takes control, dumps it back into the corner for Katani. Katani coming in from the side, loses the puck as it's picked up by Trebojevic. Trebojevic feeds it over on the left wing for Johnson, who tries to clear but not out. Now the puck held in by Zezel is dumped into the corner behind the Greenway net as it's picked up now by Dean Trebojevic. Dean Trebojevic coming up the right-hand side, clears into center ice for Terry. Terry to Rudnick. Rudnick overskates the puck, and the Blue Jackets try to get it back, but it's played into the Hibbing zone on the intercept offside. We'll have a face-off in center ice, and play continues in 20 seconds.
Operating computers is tough enough without specializing in what to feed them. At Hibbing Office Supply, they specialize in data and word processing supplies, including genuine IBM items, and all at highly competitive prices. So let the experts at Hibbing Office Supply help you make your job easier. Hibbing Office Supply, 404 East Howard.
Off the face-off from the point, a drive. Rick Royal comes up with a save, a scramble in front of the net, and now it's Claudio trying to dig it out, but Royal is on top of it. Let's see where the puck is. It is in a whistle had evidently blown, so the goal is disallowed.
So it's no goal. 12:02 on the clock. 5 saves for Royal, 2 for Hajduk. And we'll face it off to the left of Rick Royal as he's coming up big early in this game for Greenway.
Tim Geyer will face it off now against Kasner as the first line up against the third line for the Blue Jackets. Off the face-off now from center ice. The puck is played back into the Greenway zone as it's picked off now by Jeff Matson. Matson has it knocked away in center ice. Now Vidmar clears over on the right side, but it'll be picked up by Tim Geyer. Geyer brings it across. Now his play broken up by the Blue Jackets. Hagen clears into the corner. Now a scramble for it along the side. Geyer comes up with the centers through the crease. Not able to get off the shot is Jeff Beckage. Now it's Kasner. Kasner behind for Sean Gosted. Plays it over in the corner on the right side now for Hagen. Hagen is put into the boards there. A scramble for it. The puck comes loose, but the whistle had blown, and we'll have a face-off to the right of Blue Jacket goaltender John Hajduk. No score in tonight's game. 11:28 remaining here in the first period of play.
Right now, I think the team's still feeling each other out. Both teams dominating about 50-50, getting some good opportunities on both sides.
All right, Iozo off the face-off. Tries to clear, but not out. Puck right in front of the net. Kristoff sends it over into the corner. There's a scramble there. Rob Hatchie tries to come up with it. Overskating at his Marolt now. Marolt plays it behind the Hibbing net for Hansen. Hansen now stick handles behind his own net. Comes out the right-hand side for Iozo. Iozo to Marolt on the right wing. Marolt now into the Greenway zone. Is checked out of play on an alert defensive move by Rick Luema. From behind, the puck picked up now by Mike Peluso over in the corner. He brings it behind his own net. No score here as the puck played up along the boards into center ice. Hansen is there to intercept it for the Blue Jackets. Now he dumps it right back into the Greenway zone. It deflects behind the net. Rick Royal stops it there for Peluso, who comes out the left-hand side. He's checked out of play. Now Iozo has it. Iozo dumps it behind the net as it's picked up by Dean Trebojevic. Trebojevic tries to center out. Now Morol's on the intercept, sends in a shot, a glove save made by Rick Royal, and then he hangs on and draws the whistle.
So Royal makes a glove save. That's his 6th of the game. Hajduk has 2. There's 10:40 remaining first period. No score. Will face it off to the left of Rick Royal. Junior goaltender, both goaltenders, in fact, in this championship game will be back next year for their clubs. They're both juniors.
Face-off coming to the left of Rick Royal as Iozo will face it off against Jeff Trombley. Off the face-off, the puck controlled by Hansen. Hansen's shot is broken up. Now Marolt dumps it down into the corner as Andrikin pursues.
Picked up by Dean Trebojevic to Mike Peluso. Peluso behind the net, runs into Iozo. Iozo tries to dig it out, now does, tries to center, can't get by Peluso. Then Peluso checks him out of play. Along the boards, Pat Iozo gets control, but it's Greenway intercepting and driving it all the way the length of the arena. We'll have an icing violation called against the Raiders, and that'll bring the puck back to the right of Rick Royal for the face-off.
So we're going to face it off again in the Greenway zone as icing was called, and the Catani line will be out for Hibbing. The Greenway Raiders, no numbers on their front. You have to catch either the side or the back of their uniform.
All right, off the face-off to the right of Rick Royal. 10:18 remaining off the face-off. Greenway controls it. Matson behind his own net. Now feeds it over on the left, trying to clear, but not out. Bryant on the intercept, sends in a shot. A deflection by Zezel out in front is stopped by Rick Royal. Well, and he hangs on.
Royal now with 7 saves in this period. 10:09 on the clock.
We have no score. The face-off now to the left of Rick Royal. 10:09 remaining. Catani will face it off against Terry Trebojevic.
We're 4:51 into this championship game.
Off the face-off. The puck down into the corner is picked off by Matson. Matson plays it up along the board. Zezel's there to intercept, tapping it into the corner. Now Catani tries to get it out to the point. It's caught on the way by Terry Trebojevic, who brings it into center ice. Now into the zone. Trebojevic has it taken away from him by Zezel. Zezel comes right back for the Blue Jackets, dumping it down into the corner. Catani now takes control for the Blue Jackets. He overskates it. Now it's picked off by Rick Luema. Luema plays it over on the left wing for Jeff Johnson, who tries to clear but not out. Bryant feeds over to Zezel. Zezel tries to center. That's broken up and cleared the length of the arena, and we'll have again an icing violation against the Raiders.
We'll be back in 20 seconds.
For 17 years, Mary Choide has been researching tax laws to help thousands of small businesses and individuals save money on their returns. Isn't it time you learned how not to overpay your taxes? Stop in today at 39th Street and 3rd Avenue East, or call Mary Choide Tax and Bookkeeping Service at 263-6990 or 263-5224.
All right, face-off coming to the left of Rick Royal, the Kasner line, facing off against the Tim Geyer line.
Remember, just the 2 referees out here tonight. No linesmen, as we saw in the Iron Range Conference during this season. And Geyer now, or the Rick Royal, has some equipment problem.
9:34 remaining here in the first period of play. No score in tonight's contest. It'll be Tim Geyer facing off against Mark Kasner. Off the face-off, the puck behind the extended goal line is picked off by Matson, overskates, and now Peluso comes up with it, feeds it over on the left side for Charbonneau. Charbonneau headmans it now for Geyer. Geyer dumps it into the Hibbing zone. It goes to the corner on the right side. Hibbing defending the north goal here in this first period of play. Geyer tricked out of play. Now Hagen comes up with it. Hagen behind the net is tied up there. Now comes loose. Hagen coming up along the right side. Can't get by Geyer, and they tie it up along the boards. We'll have a face-off to the right of Johnny Haiduk.
So this time the Raiders are successful in getting a stoppage of play in the Hibbing zone. And so they're going to face it off now in the Blue Jacket zone to the right of Haiduk. 9:10 now on the clock. We're in the first period, Section 7 championship game, and there is no score.
All right, Iozo line on now for the Blue Jackets off the face-off. Hansen will control it. He takes it behind the Hibbing net, feeds it over on the left wing now for Andrikin. Andrikin brings it into center ice now for the Blue Jackets, and then Iozo went into the zone. Now Marolt in the zone before the puck is brought in, and the Blue Jackets forgot their blue line strategy at that point.
So they'll face it off at the Greenway blue line.
8:56 remaining here. Iozo off the face-off. It's Kristoff driving it down into the Greenway zone. Mike Peluso comes up with it. Peluso feeds over on the left now for Jeff Begich. Loses it now, picks up Andrikin. Andrikin to Iozo. Iozo shot, hit the pipe. Now the puck picked up by Geyer. Geyer clears it into center ice for Charbonneau. Charbonneau can't keep up with it. Kristoff clears it back. In center ice now. Play is broken up. Mike Peluso comes up with it. Peluso feeds over to the left side, and one of the Raiders goes to the bench. Begich evidently shaken up a bit. Mike Peluso over on the left side. Clears it up along the boards. It's cleared rink wide now on the right side for Rick Johnson. Johnson loses the puck as Andrikin comes up with it now for the Blue Jackets. Andrikin feeds it over to Merle. Down across the blue line now. A drive by Grillo, and a nice save is made by Charbonneau. Puck over along the boards is picked up now by Mike Peluso. Whistle stops action. Playing the puck with the hand, I think, is going to be called. And with 8:07 remaining, we have no score. Play continues in 20 seconds.
For the finest in men's fashions and accessories, see Luthold Jacobson Clothiers in downtown Hibbing. You'll find exceptional clothing items from Botany 500, Palm Beach, Arrow, Pendleton, and Field and Stream. Jeans by Levi, H.D. Lee, and Oshkosh. That's Luthold Jacobson Clothiers, 212 East Howard in Hibbing.
Off the face-off, Grillo taps it down into the corner. Matson picks it up now for the Raiders as Catani tries to dig it out. Catani comes up with it. Catani feeds out in front, tries to get it to Grillo. It's broken up. Now the puck goes out into center ice as Nikolov plays it back in offside. Will come out into center ice for the face-off. No score, 7:53 remains.
I don't know if there's some other whistles in the audience, but I think the kids thought, or the players thought, that there was a whistle there. That's why we had the lull in play a few moments ago.
Off the face-off, the puck goes out of play. Well, we'll have another face-off.
Closest we've had one for a while. A couple rows down.
Jeff Trombley off the face-off loses it as Catani dumps it down into the Greenway zone. The puck is picked up, cleared back out into center ice. Catani is there for the Blue Jackets, playing it back in offside. Grillo tapping the puck, draws the whistle, and we'll have a face-off in center ice.
7:41 now on the clock, still no score. And save-wise, we have Royal with 10. We have Hajduk with 2.
Face-off up near the Hibbing blue line. Trombley facing off against Catani. No score off the face-off. The puck goes down into the Hibbing defensive zone. Bryant gives chase, comes up with it, sending it behind the net over in the corner on the left side for Nikolov, who plays it up along the boards now for Zezel. Has to go back for it. Now it's dug out by Nikolov. Nikolov takes it behind the Hibbing net, feeds it over on the left side. Now on the right side for Grillo. Grillo clears it into center ice. It goes down into the Greenway zone. It's picked up there. Then trying to clear and clearing into center ice is Rick Luoma. The Blue Jackets. Grillo takes it back into the zone. A shot in from the side is stopped by Rick Royal, and he decides to cover up as John Zezel was coming in for the rebound.
He's not taking any chances there, Dick, but I don't know if he should have forced a face-off that time in the zone, as the Blue Jackets now will get the face-it-off and get the face-off in the Raiders zone to the right of Royal. 7:12 now on the clock.
We have no score. Face-off coming to the right of the Raider goaltender is the Esty line on now for the Blue Jackets. Off the face-off. Puck goes behind the net. Now just to the side. It's picked up by Gozic. Gozic goes over to the corner on the right side. Feeds to Esty. Esty couldn't get off the shot. Now a scramble for it way to the side as the puck picked up by Schwartz. Out to Gosted. Gosted's drive kicked out of there at the last second by Rick Royal as he was screened but made a great save.
That, Dick, had to be the best save so far of the game because Royal, you said, he was screened. He had 4 or 5 people in front of him. Got the pad in it on the last second and got it out of play. Now has 11 saves in this first period.
Face off to the right of Royal. Off the face-off. Puck just outside the crease is picked off by Rick Luoma. Luoma clears into center ice. Vidmar there for the Blue Jackets. Plays it back. Now the puck again changes hands. This time coming up with it. Driving it down into Hibbing defensive territory is Rod Rudnick as the Blue Jackets. Sean Gosted has it taken away by Rudnick. It's played out to the point from there. Luoma's blast and the glove save is made by John Hajduk, and he hangs on. We'll have a face-off to the right of the Hibbing goaltender.
That's the third save for Hajduk with 6:35 now left to go first period, and another face-off now in the Hibbing zone.
Blue Jackets bring on the Iozo line. No score, first period action, 6:35 remaining. And been a great hockey game so far. Iozo off the face-off. Kristoff plays it to Hansen. Hansen tries to clear out into center ice. Held in at the point. A drive there by Matson is broken up. Now Matson comes up with it along the side. Centers right out in front. The puck is picked up by Marolt. Marolt tries to clear, but not out. And then playing the puck with the hand is going to be assessed against Marolt. We'll have a face-off to the right of John Hajduk.
Well, this place is getting ready to explode, Dick. We're getting deep into the past the halfway point of this first period. Still no score. 6:22 on the clock.
Face-off coming to the right of John Hajduk. Off the face-off. Iozo controlling it. Sends it to Hansen on the right side. Hansen coming up the right side. Has it tapped away. Then a centering attempt. And shot is taken. Kicked out by Hajduk. And now coming into center ice, it's Hansen. Coming on 2-on-2. Down across the blue line over on the left side. Hansen now goes to the corner on the left-hand side. Still controlling it. Taps it behind the net. Now it's Anderkin over on the right side for the Blue Jackets to Iozo. Iozo back behind for Marolt. Marolt sends it through the crease. A nice save is made by Royal. The puck is held in the zone by Iozo. Now Anderkin has it on the left side, tapped away from him. The puck goes out into center ice and taken now by the Raiders as Charbonneau down across the blue line has it knocked away from him by Kristoff to Anderkin. Anderkin deflects it down into the Greenway zone. The loose puck picked up now by Jeff Matson. Matson sends it rink wide for Rick Luema. Luema tries to headman it, does so to Geyer. Geyer clears into center ice on the right wing for Bekic. Bekic's pass is broken up. The Blue Jackets, Iozo gets it back. Iozo now into center ice. Fans on a pass, and then it's broken up by the Raiders. Brought across by Charbonneau. Charbonneau shot and a glove save made by Hajduk. Now the puck played behind the net is picked off by Nikolov. Nikolov brings it into center ice. No score in tonight's contest. Nikolov at the blue line. Takes it down across. When a whistle and an offside is called there, as the Blue Jackets timing at the blue line a little bit ragged here in this first period of play. Play continues in 20 seconds.
See what's new at Ranger Chevrolet in Hibbing. The new 84s are now in. See 84 Cavalier, Chevette, Caprice, Citation. See the new S10s, Blazers, and full-size trucks. It's a great time to buy. Stop by Ranger Chevrolet today. Ranger Chevrolet on the Beltline in Hibbing.
Face off the puck control by the Raiders. A shot is taken by Rob Hatchie. Gloved by Hajduk. Hajduk stops it. Now it's cleared out into center ice. Intercepted there by the Raiders. They play it over along the boards. Now a scramble for it. Is digging it out as Zezel tries to get control. Now Mike Peluso comes up with it. Plays it ahead in center. It's intercepted by Bryant. Bryant plays it down into the Greenway zone. And Katani took that one on the body as the wind knocked out of him.
I think he took it on the helmet, Dick. On the side of the ear.
4:40 remaining here. And there is a timeout on the ice as Katani a little bit dazed on that one. 4:40 remaining.
He took that either at the side of the ear or just in the back of the helmet. 4:40 on the clock, no score, and we have a timeout here as Katani is down.
Let's see. Katani is still not sure whether he can get up or not. Now he's getting up and appears to be all right as he skates to the hitting bench. He took it in the back, I think, John, up over the kidney pads. 4:40 remains here.
Well,
no
faced
score.
off center ice.
First period of play. Jeff Tremblay against.
We should have third period action for you in just 1 minute.
Make this switch to Edwards Oil this heating season. The next time you order fuel oil, ask your supplier if he will efficiently test your oil burner or hot water boiler. If your dealer can't help you economize, call Edwards Oil in Hibbing at 263-8311 and find out what full service really means. 365 days a year, Edwards Oil is home heating at its best. Questions on insurance? Then you need the advice of the Metetich Insurance Agency. John, Jim, or John Jr. can answer all your questions and help you decide what's best. Metetich insures homes and autos, trucks and RVs. Stop by 606 East Howard or call them at 263-7505. That's the Metetich Insurance Agency of Hibbing. Here's news for anyone who's looking for a tax break and a way to build a substantial retirement nest egg. The First Federal Individual Retirement Account offers savings on your 83 taxes and high interest to begin building your retirement income fund. Stop in soon for complete details. First Federal Savings and Loan. Member FSLIC.
Tonight's only game in town is coming to you over WMFG, WGGR studios in Hibbing. 1:41 remaining on that penalty to Jeff Plaggio for the Hibbing Blue Jackets as the third period gets underway. Zamboni has just completed the resurfacing here at the arena, and John, had it not been for the outstanding goaltending of Rick Royal, this score would be a little more lopsided than it is right now. And you can't even say 3-1 is lopsided, but boy, he has been fantastic.
Yeah, he has, Dick. He's got 27 after 2 periods. Hajduk has 16. Hajduk has been equally as fine. He just hasn't had the numbers to contend with, but I think it got a little more even. There was 9 saves apiece in that second period, but that first period still stands out as the difference because Hibbing could have been up like 2-3 to nothing at that point, with this 3, you know, it's been about 6-1. Even at that, in the second period, Hiving probably missed 3 or 4 easy goals where they had the open net and just hurried their shot a little bit.
Paul Charbonneau had a great opportunity, and he is going to wonder how Hajduk, and I, in fact, wondering how Hajduk ever stopped that shot by Charbonneau. He was right out in front. A beautiful save made by Hajduk on it, and he held on. The momentum of the shot knocked Hajduk off his skates. But that's been the type of goaltending we've seen from both Hajduk and Royal this evening.
Well, it's a 3-1 hockey game, but as Dick pointed out, this 141 is the big part of it. The Greenway Raiders will be on the power play, and if they make use of it and get a goal, 3-2, Dick, it throws it right back into anybody's game. If the Blue Jackets should get the next goal, go up 4-1, then they're starting to get a little cushion to play with. But it's going to be a very intense, I think, third period. Both teams know what's at stake.
Well, you know, both teams are carrying 8 seniors here on their lineup. I think Greenway, though, John, quite frankly, might be a year away on this team. Maybe weren't expected to be here, but they have made such a vast improvement over the season. It's just been unbelievable how this team is coming, and great credit to Bob Janander, because the Raiders really have put it together and have been a real contender. Of course, that strike at the Greenway High School was costly as far as the Raiders were concerned, but all things considered, John, they're right back into the thick of things.
Yeah, they are at this point, Dick. They're much, as you say, vastly improved over what we saw in the first 2 games, especially the second game, where they took a lot of bad penalties. Here, they've only got 1 penalty. Hibbing has had 2, and the Blue Jackets will still be short for a 141 of this third period, and we can't emphasize how important that is to both clubs, for Hibbing to try to ride it off, and for the Greenway Raiders to try to get something to get back to within 1. We're waiting for the Greenway Raiders to come out onto the ice. Hibbing has been out for a while, and while we wait, we'll be back in just 20 seconds.
You owe yourself a test drive in the new Ford Tempo. Northwoods Ford wants you to see for yourself what pure driving pleasure can be. 4-wheel drive, independent suspension, rack and pinion steering, a roomy 5-passenger interior, and much more. Plus a great Northwoods Ford deal. Stop in today at Northwoods Ford on the Beltline in Hibbing.
3-1 our score here at Hibbing Memorial Arena as the Greenway Raiders come out onto the ice. I think, John, we should point out, too, the Raiders are missing one of their super forwards in Todd Akinen, who had to undergo surgery on a broken wrist. That loss has affected the Raiders.
Oh, no doubt.
One of the outstanding forwards in the Iron Range Conference hockey this year.
Yeah, you lose a key. That's even more credit to them that they've gotten to this point and are still in this game. Don't write them off. 3-1 is the score right now. And as we were saying, Hibbing missed so many good opportunities in the second period, Dick, that's got to be frustrating, though it's got to be pleasing to them, I suppose, to be up by 2. But you know, they've got their work cut out for them. I'm sure they're looking up at that clock at that 141 and know what they have to do. Right,
as the second period was the same as the first, the territorial advantage going to the Hibbing Blue Jackets. In that second period, of course, the Blue Jackets scoring 3-1 for the Greenway Raiders. John, I think the key right now, as far as the Raiders are concerned, is to get onto that scoreboard right away, to pull within 1. And for the Hibbing Blue Jackets, of course, they will want to increase that lead, because by no means is a 2-goal lead going into the third period anything that you can sit back and rest on.
Oh, without a doubt, especially with a team like Greenway that, you know, skates and handles the puck as good as they do.
Well, tonight's only game in town is coming to you over WMFG, WGGR studios in Hibbing. Both teams have gone into their final huddle. We're ready to get underway then with the third and final period of play.
So remember now, Greenway will be on a power play.
Face off in center ice. We'll have Tim Geyer drawing against Pat Iozzo. And the fans settle into their seats for the third period. Could be the biggest period in the Iron Range Conference this year. There's no doubt about that for both teams. Off the face-off, the puck is controlled by Hansen, dumped into the Greenway zone. The puck will be stopped by Rick Royal as Peluso comes up with it. He takes it behind his own net, comes out the left-hand side, not being challenged. Peluso brings it into center ice. Now he cuts to the right, has it knocked away from him. It's picked up by Charbonneau in center ice. He passes for Trombley. Trombley still in center, now dumps it down into the Hiving zone. It's picked off by Kristoff. He clears into center ice. Now it's Iozo coming down ice for the Blue Jackets down across the blue line. He's checked into the boards. And Geyer will take control. 1 minute and 8 seconds remaining on the power play as Trombley can't get to it. Anderkin dumps it down into the corner. Peluso is there to intercept for the Raiders. He sends it over in the corner on the left-hand side. We have a Greenway coming into center ice. Now it's Geyer. Geyer dumps it over to Charbonneau. Charbonneau drive. A save is made by Hajduk and then is cleared behind the net for Hansen. Hansen over on the right side is put into the boards by Geyer. We'll have a face-off to the right. And hitting goaltender John Hajduk. 44 seconds remaining on the power play now for the Raiders.
So we'll face it off to the right of Hajduk. 14:03, 57 seconds into the third period.
Seeing a few coaches that are familiar around here tonight, John. In fact, there's quite a few familiar coaches around here tonight.
Yeah, and all the Iron Range Conference schools, of course,
off
the high
the
schools are
face-off.
represented
The puck
also.
is controlled by Peluso out at the blue line. He winds up his drive, deflects to the right as now Nikolov sends it over along the boards. It's picked off there by Geyer. Geyer begins to move towards the net. It's checked out of play by Zezel, and Katani will take control, clearing at the length into center ice. It's deflected off the stick of Luama, and well, let's see. Whistle stops action, and I believe one of the Blue Jackets interfered with the puck over at the bench. At least that's what the official says, and so we'll come back into Hibbing defensive territory for the face-off.
So now what are they were going to face it off just outside the blue line. Now the Greenway Raider points out a little bit farther down, and they're going to move it farther down. 24 seconds on the power play.
Off the face-off, Nikolov wraps it around the corner. It goes out into center ice, and again the puck deflects this time into the Hibbing bench.
18 seconds on the clock.
So we have a face-off out in, well, they're going to say in Hibbing defensive territory.
Well, it hit the butt. It's got to come out there.
And it is brought out into center ice. 13:37 remaining. Bill Olson was quick to point that one out.
Yeah, and I, of course, don't blame him. Now they're going to move farther down.
What's going on here?
Paper over there. They're going to move paper. There's paper.
I see. Okay.
Sign. If they were going to move down in the Greenway zone, you'd
I
really
was
hear
going to say, okay, you really won your point, Bill. But at that point, you would have had Bob Janander pleading a case. Some debris being thrown on the ice. You don't often see that happen up around here in any of the arenas. Off the face-off, the puck is controlled by the Greenway Raiders as Dean Trebojevic sends in a shot on Hajduk. He makes a save. Now Nikolov will put the puck out of play. Heads up into the audience it goes.
9 seconds on the power play.
13:28 remains here in the game. Blue Jackets up in front 3-1. And the face-off will take place to the right of Hajduk. Katani line on for the Blue Jackets. Well, Baggio will be coming full strength in 9 seconds. Off the face-off, puck controlled by Bryant, cleared the length of the arena, and puck goes just to the side of Royal's net, bounces off. Now a shot taken by the Blue Jacket. Zezel is handled by Royal, cleared over to the side as Hibbing is at full strength. Now into center ice, down across the blue line. Hatchie brings it into the Hibbing zone. It's broken up by Claudio. Claudio clears it along the boards, tries to clear but not out. Bryant in the corner on the right side, taps it over on the left side for Nikolov. Nikolov comes up along the boards, clears it into center. The puck goes down into center ice now, picked off by Matson. Matson sends it over on the left side again, dumping it down into the Hibbing zone. Bryant clears back, not out, however. Now it's picked up by Grillo. Grillo sends it into center ice for Katani. Pass goes behind Katani. Jeff Matson is there on the intercept, playing it right back into the Hibbing zone. Now the Blue Jackets again clear into center ice. Luoma dumps it back into the Hibbing zone. Is giving chase is Bryant. Bryant comes up with it, feeds it over on the right wing now for Grillo. Grillo passes into center ice for Kasner. Kasner has it knocked away. Now it's picked up, though, by Zezel. Zezel brings it across for the Blue Jackets. He has it tapped away from him by Jeff Johnson. Now it's cleared into center ice by the Raiders' Rick Johnson, and the puck played back into the zone offside, and we have 12:20 remaining. We'll have a face-off out in center ice.
3-1 the score, face-off right on the red line.
Blue Jackets up by 2 goals as Kasner now will face off against Terry Trebojevic. And on the face-off, the puck is golfed down into Hibbing defensive territory. Hajduk lets it go over into the corner. Hagen is there. Now Vidmar tries to dig it out along with Hagen. The puck comes loose into the corner. Going in after it now is Jeff Johnson, centered out in front, trying to get to a shot off is Rudnick. Rudnick loses it. Then a shot is taken up and over the net by Terry Trebojevic. Sean Gosted over on the right side now for the Blue Jackets. Passes to Klajo. Klajo now passes out into center ice for Hagen. Hagen down across the blue line into the Greenway zone. Has it knocked away from him. Now clearing attempt held in by Klajo. Klajo feeds over to the side. Now Kasner coming in. Kasner shot taken. Royal with the save. He covers up. Now scramble in front of the net as the puck came loose, and again Royal covers.
11:42. And it's 3-1. We'll be back in 20 seconds.
All of the employees at Hibbing Electronics would like to take this moment to wish the Hibbing High Blue Jackets the very best during the 1983-84 athletic season in all of their endeavors. As part of the Hibbing community, they're proud to join all the fine sponsors of the only game in town in promoting our area high school sports.
11:42 remaining in the game. 3-1. The Blue Jackets out in front. The face-off coming to the right of Rick Royal. The Este line is on now for the Blue Jackets, facing off against Tim Geyer. Off the face-off, it's Hansen controlling out near the blue line. Lobs it down into the corner on the right side for Schwartz. Schwartz is checked into the boards there. The puck comes loose. Gozic will have it. Gozic coming in from the side. Now goes back to the corner. He sends it up to the blue line now for Christoph. Christoph back along the boards for Este. Este and Schwartz battling for control. The puck comes loose, and then it's cleared up to the blue line. Este loses it and brought into center ice. Coming down ice now, the Raiders brought into the zone by Jeff Vekic. Vekic couldn't get off the shot, and the Blue Jackets clear it back. Now it's Este. Hansen controlling in center ice. Is skated out of play by Geyer. Geyer plays it back to the Hibbing blue line, but it's golfed back into the Greenway zone by Christoph. Now Este goes in after it. Matson comes up with it. Feeds it over on the left side for Charbonneau. Charbonneau and the Raiders into center ice. Charbonneau down across the blue line at left point. Goes to the corner, still controlling. Now overskates the puck. Geyer will come up with it. We have a penalty coming up against the Blue Jackets as now Este goes after it. Schwartz finally comes up with it, and here comes the penalty. Gozic will go in for the Blue Jackets. 10:45 remaining. Interference is the call against Gozic, and Greenway goes up on the power play.
4:15, the time of the penalty.
3-1. The Blue Jackets out in front, and now the Raiders again with the power play. Interference, the call against Pat Gozic, and the faceoff will come to the right of John Hajduk. Third period action here. Blue Jackets out in front, 3-1. Geyer will face off against Iozo off the faceoff. The puck is controlled by Andrikin. Andrikin heads down ice, tries to clear, but not out. Peluso holds in, golfing it down into the corner. Now Bryan goes after it there for the Blue Jackets. He is double teamed as Andrikin will try to dig it out. Finally, the puck comes loose along the boards. Trombley sends it out to Peluso. Peluso along the boards to Geyer on the right side. Geyer along with the Raiders now out to Peluso, back to Geyer. Geyer begins to make his move. A shot in. Hajduk clears it into the corner. Geyer again comes up with it. 10:18 remaining here. Feeds it back for Trombley. Trombley coming up along the boards on the left side. Sends it back for Geyer. Geyer sends in a shot. Centering attempt for Charbonneau. Parked in the crease. Couldn't get off the shot as Hajduk clears. Now it's Peluso out at the blue line. Feeds it over on the left side now. Dean Trebojevic a drive, and Hajduk clears that puck into the corner as Nikolov comes up with it. Now a scramble for it as Andrikin will freeze it against the board. Nobody in control. Finally, the puck comes loose. Geyer has it tapped away from him. He centers over for Trombley. Trombley couldn't get off the shot. Peluso now sends it out to Trombley at the blue line. Over on the left side now. The puck is centered for Charbonneau. Charbonneau couldn't get off the shot as Nikolov clears it out to the point. It's held in there. Trebojevic sends in a glove save made by the Blue Jackets Hajduk. And we'll have a face-off to the right of the Blue Jacket goaltender with 52 seconds remaining on the power play. The Blue Jackets leading it here 3-1, 9:37 remaining in the game.
Dick, they're giving Greenway opportunities here, though, to shoot. I think maybe they ought to press the man a little bit more than they're doing.
Face-off will take place to the right of John Hajduk. Katani off the face-off, plays it into the corner. Vidmar tries to clear, not out along the boards. It's intercepted. Now coming in, Geyer. Geyer couldn't get off the centering attempt from behind. Now Geyer sends it over along to Trebojevic. Trebojevic back to Geyer along the boards on the right side. 9:23 remaining, 37 seconds remaining on the power play. Peluso from the blue line. His drive is deflected wide. Matson picks it up over on the left side. Now he tries to center. Puck is picked off by Vidmar and golfed by Catani the length of the arena. 25 seconds remaining on the Greenway power play. 9:07 remaining. Peluso comes up with the puck. Now pursuing is Catani. Catani over to Zezel. Zezel on the right side now for the Blue Jackets. Tries to get it back for Catani. That's broken up by Matson. Matson has it tapped away from him as it's picked up now by Terry Trebojevic. Tapped away from him. Catani will bring it across again. Loses it. Now the puck is picked up. Hibbing Blue Jackets will come full strength in 2 seconds as Charbonneau dumps it down into the Hibbing zone. The puck picked up by Gozic over on the right side. He's checked out of play. Gozic again comes up with it now for the Blue Jackets. Wraps it to Vidmar on the left side. Vidmar to Gozic. Gozic couldn't handle it as Peluso holds it. Centers out in front. A shot is taken by Trebojevic and Hajduk makes the save. And then a Greenway Raider slaps Hajduk. Charbonneau, but that is ignored, and we'll have a face-off to the right of the Hibbing goaltender.
8:31 on the clock, 3-1 the score, and they ignore that.
Face-off will come to the right.
Hajduk, Dick, has had a great third period. He's got 5 saves, 3 for Royal, but some of the Giants have
at
been
full
tough.
strength. Kasner will face it off now against Jeff Trombley. Blue Jackets up by 1 off the face-off. Let's see, an infraction, they'll reface it. Now some words being exchanged. The pushing and shoving is getting a little bit flagrant here.
8:31 on the clock.
Jeff Trombley will face it off against Kasner to the right of Hajduk. Off the face-off, the puck is controlled by Hansen. Hansen from behind the extended goal line feeds it over on the left wing now for Hagen. Hagen clears it all the way down ice. There'll be icing called against the Blue Jackets.
They want to do that. They don't want to keep taking those face-offs in their own zone. 8:22 on the clock.
Face-off will take place to the right of Johnny Hajduk. 8:22 remaining in this game. Iozzo line on now for the Blue Jackets. Will face it off against the Jeff Trombley line of Rob Hatchie and Rick Johnson. On defense this time is Luoma and Matson. Off the face-off, the puck is controlled by Bryant. Bryant sends it behind the net now for Nikolov. Nikolov has it tapped away, then picks it back up. Nikolov on the right side to Marolt. Marolt now rink wides it to lead pass for Anderkin. Can't get to it. Now Greenway, Rick Johnson drives it into the Hibbing zone. Trombley is checked out of play as Bryant comes up with it. Bryant loses it. Johnson moving on in. A shot taken wide of the net. Now the puck picked up over on the right side by Hatchie over skates at the Blue Jackets. Anderkin is fed by Iozzo. Iozzo now to Marolt. Now coming down across the blue line. Nikolov out to Anderkin. A shot taken in. A goal by Anderkin as he's fed from behind by Nikolov. It's 4-1.
7-11. 7-11. They score, make it 4-1. They get a 3-goal lead. A nice give and go by Anderkin and Marolt.
I believe it may have been Nikolov that fed from behind, but let's get the official scoring on that one. 13, it's Nikolov that fed from behind,
okay.
And so it's 4-1. The Blue Jackets out in front, 7:49 remaining here. Iozzo.
For Anderkin, that is goal number 16 on the year.
Iozzo will face it off for the Blue Jackets. Anderkin picking up his 16th goal is right.
4 also getting an assist, Dick Iozzo.
Off the face-off, the puck is controlled by Greenway. They lob it down into Hibbing defensive territory. Gosted comes up with it. Gosted over on the left side. Oh, bad pass, and it's intercepted. And the shot taken wide by Rudnick. Now on the right side, Marolt. Vidmar has it taken away. As the Blue Jackets having a little difficulty here, clearing out of their own zone. Trebojevic to the backhand. He tries to center. Marolt breaks that one, and now Gozic comes up with it. Gozic headbands it now for Iozzo. Iozzo down across the blue line. Iozzo has it tapped away from him. Gozic will play it along the boards and down into the corner for Anderkin. Anderkin now centers out. Almost went off the stick of Trebojevic. A shot from the side by Iozzo is handled by Rick Royal. Now Mike Peluso comes up with it. Peluso skating right out in front of his own net, begins his move down net. He's tripped out of play. There'll be a penalty coming up against the Blue Jackets as he took the tumble. And the Jackets will again give up the power play. Oh, and now a fist thrown by Mike Peluso should be ejected from the game. He should be absolutely thrown out of the game.
7:56.
He went over and literally knocked Sean Gosted to the ice. He should be ejected from the game.
He should be thrown out.
He absolutely should be thrown out.
That is intent to injure as clear
And
as
now
can
he
be.
argues with one of the penalty box officials. 7:04 remains here.
7:56, the time of these penalties.
There's no excuse for that kind of action. Peluso, intent to injure, absolutely went out and threw a stick in the face of Sean Gosted.
Jumped on his back. Had him down and jumped on his back. Dick, if they let this guy stay in, they're going to have a tough time on this ice.
4-1 is our score.
Because that is intent to injure. There's no...
Gosted is being attended to
that.
now by Dr. Ben Owen.
Well, while we have this, let's pause for this 40 seconds.
Now your home can have a place in the sun. If you're building a new home, let the Pella Sunroom brighten up your plans. If you're remodeling, the Pella Sunroom is the perfect addition for bringing new life to the old place. Talk to Pella today about a place that'll brighten your life year-round, come rain or shine. The Pella Sunroom, Pella Products, on the Beltline in Hibbing. For 3 generations, Samson Oil has been delivering the dependable service and quality products you've come to expect. All of Samson fuels and fuel oils are Union 76 to ensure the finest performance possible. For Union 76 gasolines, home fuel oil delivery, and a variety of fine convenience store items, it's Samson Oil, 2500 First Avenue, Hibbing.
All right, 7:04 remaining here. A 2-minute penalty is assessed against Marolt for tripping. We still have not an indication. I believe it may be a 5-minute major. 4-minute. Nope, they're saying a 4-minute.
Oh, I'll tell you what.
That's a disqualification. Game misconduct. They shouldn't let that kid back on the ice.
5-minute major, Dick.
It should be a major. It should be a game misconduct. He should be sent to the showers. Anytime any individual, regardless of what team is on, takes off and hauls off and hits somebody
With a stick.
with an intent to injure, they should be put out of the game.
It's a 4-minute in high school. I'm sorry,
4-minute major against Peluso. So the penalty is assessed against the Blue Jackets Marolt for tripping.
And then we have a major penalty on number 20 number 20 Peluso of Greenway for cross-checking.
Cross-checking, major penalty.
He's going to stay in the game, though.
Yeah, he'll be out for 4 minutes, however. Greenway will, crowd kind of laughing that one. Then it's quite a cross-check.
It's just glad that Gosted did not get hurt any worse than he did.
That's putting it mildly when you call that a cross-check.
Just so that the Blue Jackets, of course, would keep their cool. But Bill Olson now arguing his case that should be intent to injure. That should be an automatic disqualification.
Well, it was after the whistle was blown, so how can you have a cross-check after the whistle is blown? That's what he's arguing.
I know, that's right. I mean, you can't cross-check.
You can have a cross-check when the play is in action, but after that, that's a little bit ridiculous call.
Yeah, you can't cross-check waiting for the face-off, that's for sure.
7:04 remains here.
Well, it's going to stand. I don't blame Bill, though, for... So what will happen out of this, folks, is that eventually Hibbing will have a 2-man advantage. It will have a 2-minute power play because Marolt will have a minor for tripping and Peluso gets a major 4-minute for cross-checking. That's what they call it.
All right, the face-off in center in the Greenway zone.
4 against 4 now.
Catani will face it off against Tim Geyer. 4-1 our score. The Blue Jackets up by 3. Off the face-off. The puck is controlled by Zezel to Catani. Catani has it tapped away by Geyer. Now picks it back up out in front. Couldn't get off the shot as Rick Royal played a beautiful defensive move there for the Raiders. Now the puck is cleared back into center ice as Charbonneau has it tapped away from him. Zezel brings it across. Zezel drops it for Catani. Catani out now to Christoph. Christoph to the backhand. His shot is broken up. Now Christoph again picks it up. Sends in a backhand shot that goes wide of the net. Catani will go in after it. Now a scramble for it along the board. Charbonneau has it. Charbonneau passes up to Geyer. Geyer clears into center ice, but the Blue Jackets' Hansen is there. Hansen dumps it into the Hiving zone. Plays it back now to Zezel. Zezel on the right wing. Now for Hansen. Hansen brings it across for the Blue Jackets coming in from the side. Has no help there. Now along the boards. Hansen sends it behind for Catani. Into the corner. Back to Hansen. Hansen shot goes wide. Now the puck picked up again by Hansen over along the boards. He overskates it. He'll go back to pick it up. As the Blue Jackets lead it here, now Hansen takes it behind the net. He spun around. Again, Hansen comes up from the side, goes over along the boards on the left side. 6:03 remaining. Now to Catani. Catani's backhand. The Rick Royal save. He gloves it and hangs on.
So Royal makes the saves. 6 minutes even left in the third period. 8 saves for Royal, 5 for Hajduk. Will change lines for the Blue Jackets. It's 4 apiece in 56 seconds. The Blue Jackets will go out on a power play.
6 minutes remains here. Face-off coming to the right of Rick Royal. Iozzo will face it off. Except for that incident with Peluso, this has been really a fun game.
It has been. Both teams have played hard hockey.
Off the face-off. Nikolov's drive goes wide of the net as Andrikin gives chase now for the Blue Jackets. Picks it up in the corner. Coming in from the side, Andrikin now goes behind, has it tapped away from him by Trombley. Trombley and Andrikin battle for control along the boards. Puck comes loose to Andrikin. Andrikin sends it over to the point, but nobody is there as the Trebojevic clears into center ice. Bryant is there. And now to Iozzo. Iozzo across, feeds puck back up to the blue line. He feeds it over to Bryant. Bryant back to Andrikin in center ice now as the Blue Jackets. Andrikin takes it across. Andrikin now catches up with the puck over along the boards. 21 seconds, and they'll have the power play as now Bryant from the side goes behind, sends out to Iozzo. Nice save made by Rick Royal. Bryant again from behind for the Blue Jackets, coming out on the left-hand side. Now centers out Andrikin, and another Rick Royal save as Matson comes up with it. 6 seconds, the Blue Jackets will have the power play as the puck is cleared into center ice. The Blue Jackets are full strength, and now we'll have the power play for 2 minutes. The puck picked off by Bryant and Nikolov now head down. It's Nikolov into center ice, still controlling it. Nikolov down across the blue line. Now coming in from the side, gets behind the defense, tries to send it over. Andrikin, Maroon, backhand goal! That's it, Maroon puts the Blue Jackets out in front 5-1 as he is fed from the side by Nikolov, and a power play goal for the Blue Jackets. 4:48 remain.
10-12, the time of the goal, and it looks like the Civic Center for the Blue Jackets.
Well, Peluso will not come out onto the ice either. That's a major penalty.
That's a power play goal, of course.
So the Blue Jackets will hold on to the power play for another minute and 44 seconds.
Okay, that's Marolt, Iozzo, Andrikin.
4:48 remains here. 5-1. The Blue Jackets out in front. A minute 44 remaining on the power play, and the Greenway fans have gone silent as that major penalty to Peluso has been costly, and it's not over yet as he will sit out for another 1:44. Now the Blue Jackets bring on the Catani line.
Nikolov will get it in place of Iozzo as far as the assist.
Off the face-off. The puck is controlled by Nikolov. Nikolov plays it ahead now for Catani. Catani down across the blue line. Over along the left-hand side, Catani. Blue Jackets still with the power play. Begins to move. Now Grillo has it. Grillo and the Blue Jackets begin to weave as Catani has it on the left. Back to Grillo. Grillo again. Now out to the blue line for Nikolov. Nikolov parallels the blue line. Cuts to the right. Nikolov has an opening now. Tries to center, but Grillo couldn't get his stick down. Now the puck over to the corner. Charbonneau will try to clear, but not out as it's intercepted by Zezel. Zezel's drive goes high. Now the puck is picked up over on the side by Grillo. And whistle stops action, and let's see. They should have stopped action and did. We didn't hear the whistle, and 4:12 remains.
So 1:08 left in that major to Peluso. 4:12 remains in the game. Hiving 5 and 5-1 is the score with the Blue Jackets leading. Royal now with 10 saves, Hajduk with 5, and we're facing off outside the blue line. And Dick, it's
Off
you're
the
right.
face-off, the puck is controlled by Grillo. Grillo loses it now, picked off though by Nikolov. Nikolov brings it into the zone, cuts to the right, back out to right point now, holds in the zone, feeds off to Zezel. Long pass for Zezel, can't get to it. Now Grillo and Zezel battling for control in the corner. Grillo will come out with it. Now centers out in front. Bryant goes high with his shot, and again will come back out into center ice for the face-off.
They're down to 47 seconds on the major to Peluso, 3:51 on the clock, and Richard, for the Blue Jackets, things are looking good.
They really are at this point. 5-1, a 4-goal lead, 3:51 remaining here, and 47 seconds remaining on the power play for the Blue Jackets. Catani off the face-off, plays it into the Greenway zone as it's played back out into center ice. Picked up now, Charbonneau plays it into the Hibbing zone, catches up with the puck, is checked out of play there. Now Catani in center ice for the Blue Jackets. Headmans it for Zezel, couldn't get to it. And the Raiders, Charbonneau drives it down into Hibbing defensive territory. As a puck picked off now by Hansen, tries to clear but not out. Geyer comes up with it, loses it, and the Blue Jackets come back with it. Now it's Hansen into center ice. Down across the blue line, it's Grillo. Grillo controlling. Now centers out Catani. Catani shot, no, goes behind the net. Now again it's picked up by Grillo. Grillo takes it behind the net. This time feeds off. Shot, Zezel, goal! And the Blue Jackets lead it here by a score of 6-1. Fed by Grillo. Blue Jackets now have scored. And how costly that major penalty was.
That's another power
Peluso.
That's another power play goal, Dick.
And Peluso will still not come out.
Grillo will get the assist, you're right. Zezel gets the goal, and Dick, that's the second power play goal on that major. Zezel getting the goal.
Face off in center ice, 6-1. A 5-goal lead here for the Blue Jackets, and 3:12 remaining. And now the Greenway exits are beginning to fill. Off the face-off, Gozic drives it down into Greenway territory. The puck picked up behind the net. Greenway comes out now from the side. Schwartz is fed, but knocked away over into the corner. Now is the puck picked up by Schwartz. Schwartz over into the corner, trying to dig it out now for the Blue Jackets. Finally, it comes loose, and Gosted will hold in for the Blue Jackets. Avoids the check. Now coming in from the side, Gozic controls. Takes it behind the net. Still controlling. Gozic now from behind. Centers out in front for Gozic. Now Esty will come up with it. Esty's drive is dropped, and the loose puck is picked up and cleared to the side by the Raiders. Now Esty has it knocked away from him as the puck is cleared into center ice. 2:32 remains. It's brought back in. Gosted will go after it along with Gozic. Now it's picked up by Esty. Esty plays it down into the corner as Schwartz comes up with it. Schwartz over into the corner along the side out to Esty. Esty shot. Royal makes the save on that one. Now the puck is picked up over on the left side by Dan Adams. Adams along the right-hand side. Feeds it up. Esty holds it in the zone. Now Schwartz will dump it into the corner, and 2:10 remains. Peluso comes up with it behind the net. Has it taken away by Schwartz as the Blue Jackets come up with it. Now it's Esty along the boards. Out to Gozic. Gozic at left point sends in a shot. Rick Royal makes a nice save at the last second as Gozic now tries to pick it up. Schwartz takes control for the Blue Jackets. Centers out in front for Vidmar. Vidmar goes to the backhand. A save is made by Royal, and he covers off.
Well, Mike Vidmar, Dick, trying to press and get that first goal of the year, just barely missed. But they're finishing strong.
Remaining. The Blue Jackets are state-bound here with standing ovation coming from the Blue Jacket cheering section, both sides.
Well, the wrestlers this week, and we hope the swimmers and the hockey team next week, and we hope the boys basketball team the following week.
Kasner will face it off now for the Blue Jackets. Well, the ice will be going out here as they'll make preparations now for, I guess they're not going to take all the ice out. They're going to shave off the lines and get this place ready for the national curling playdown. All right, a shot from the face-off by Bryant is wide. As the puck picked up now, a minute 44 remains. Kasner sends it down into the corner as Klajo goes in after it. Peluso tries to check him out of play. Nikolov holds in. Nikolov drives down into the corner. Now we'll pick it up behind the net. Peluso has it tapped away from him. Now it's taken by the Blue Jackets. Hagen centers out in front. Going to the backhand is Kasner. Kasner can't get off the shot, and it's held in by Nikolov. A penalty is coming up against the Raiders as now Hagen has it. Hagen sends in a shot. That one's broken up, and here comes the penalty against the Raiders. And with a minute 16 remaining, The Raiders will give up the power play once again. So penalties have been costly for the Raiders in this third period as the Blue Jackets score 2 power play goals, leading it here 6-1.
13:44, cross-checking on number 19.
SP line on now for the Blue Jackets. And the Blue Jacket bench is into their victory celebration already.
Well, we'll be there to bring it to you the entire tournament.
1:16 remaining, and off the face-off, the puck is controlled by Gozic. Gozic out at the blue line to Gosted. Gosted plays it over to Schwartz. Schwartz got off the shot. Now a backhand shot by Schwartz is put up and over the net by Rick Royal on a nice save. As the Raiders clear it out into center ice, the Blue Jackets will have to regroup. They have the power play, 1 minute remaining. Now the puck picked up by Gozic. Gozic dumps it down into the zone, picked up by Gosted. Gosted over to Schwartz, and a goal by Schwartz.
No goal.
No goal.
Offside, I think.
They're going to say no goal, and it come back out into center ice for the face-off. 53 seconds remaining here. So the Blue Jackets leading it here 6-1, 53 seconds remaining. And the exit filling here at Hibbing Memorial Arena. Blue Jackets going to their first state trip since '82. Down across the blue line now it's Hagen. Hagen has it knocked away, and Charbonneau clears it down into Hibbing defensive territory as Gosted gives chase. Brings it, takes it behind his own net. Now over into the corner. It's Gosted controlling. Gosted dumps it behind the net. Hajduk stops it there and then clears it over to the boards, and a shot by Trebojevic is cleared. Now Hagen clears it into center ice, and there's 29 seconds remaining. Again, the Raiders putting on some pressure as it brought down across the blue line. Geyer goes over along the boards, picks it up there, sends in a shot that's broken up out in front. Now Kasner takes it behind the net, picked up there. He feeds it up on the right wing for Hagen. Hagen into center ice for Klajo. Klajo down across the blue line is checked out of play by Hatchie, and 10 seconds remain. Now the crowd counts down as Charbonneau clears the puck into center ice. 5 seconds remaining. Puck is picked off by Gossett. 2 seconds. That's it. Blue Jackets come out of their six, go high into the air, hitting the top of the ceiling, and a mass of humanity flooding onto the rink right now as cheerleaders and the Blue Jackets, their managers, coaching staff, and everybody goes into the victory celebration. Blue Jackets are going to state, defeating the Greenway Raiders by a score of 6-1. Well, it's been a great season, John. The most successful in the years that we've ever covered the Hibbing Blue Jackets as they enter into state competition now next week against the champion of Section 2.
And that will be either Blaine and Noak were playing in the second game. St. Cloud Apollo will be in the championship game.
So the Blue Jackets are number one. Katani raising his hand up, number one. His dad is doing the same thing for the College Cardinals. Entered the national championship this afternoon with the victory over Botany, North Dakota. So it's tournament action here for the Hibbing Blue Jackets. That's the final score then, 6-1. The Jackets do a high five out in the rink. And Greenway standing and watching. John, I have to say one thing about the Greenway Raiders. I think their day is coming, and it's not too far off. The final score then, the Hibbing Blue Jackets winning the Section 7 tournament with a 6-1 victory over the Greenway Raiders. Now stay tuned for the Hardy's postgame show following on the only game in town in just 1 minute.
Planet Travel has added something new this sports season. For your convenience, there are 2 locations, Planet Travel in downtown Hibbing and Planet Travel at the Hibbing Chisholm Airport. Planning a vacation or business trip? Stop in at one of these convenient locations or call 800-622-6934 for courteous help from the professionals at Planet Travel. Klajo's Charter Service is proud to transport the Hibbing High School teams and fans. Good luck to all the Hibbing High School athletic teams in this year's playoffs from Klajo's Charter Service, your total transportation center in Hibbing.
Scott's Appliance in Chisholm is now having a sale on all Zenith console and portable televisions in stock. Scott's has black and white models starting as low as $88 and special pricing on their 19-inch screen color sets. Get the quality and performance of Zenith and save now at Scott's Appliance and Television in Chisholm.
It's time for the Only Game post-game show with John Timpane. Brought to you by Hardee's on the Beltline in Hibbing. And now, here's John.
Okay, we've got a scene of bedlam here. They're trying to get the students off the ice. You can't blame them for being excited. We got gloves all over the ice, sticks all over the ice, helmets all over the ice. And the Hibbing Blue Jackets are going to the state tournament with a record of 21-1-1. Greenway ends a very successful year. They're 13-8. They were coming very well at the last, and Hansen goes over, Dick, and shakes the hand with Bob Janander and congratulates him on just a fine individual effort by that team as they came from seed number 7 to the championship game. Let's try to pick up a little bit of the
very difficult to pick it up at this point. There's bedlam going on here, and I don't think that they're going to get things under control. Jerry Williams, the chairman of the Region 7 committee, is about to make some presentations, trophy presentations here, if they ever can get the crowd quieted down. Now we're ready to go with the awards presentation ceremony. Big win for the Hibbing Blue Jackets. For the Greenway Raiders, they'll be the runner-up. Greenway Raiders will get the second place trophy and medals of participation. And the
Blue Jackets will be next. They'll go in as a Section 7 champion. They'll play the second game on Thursday afternoon.
And it won't be Duluth-Denfeld that they'll be meeting, as Denfeld upset this afternoon, early this evening. Here come the Hibbing Blue Jackets now to pick up their championship trophy as Katani, Zezo, and the entire Blue Jacket squad takes the victory circle here at the Hibbing Memorial Arena. And they go to their fans immediately with their trophy. So the Blue Jackets are number 1, John, and here's how it happened.
Well, let's take a look at the scoring in this game, and we'll get to that in just 30 seconds.
On and tackle a turkey, a Hardee's Turkey Club. Turkey Club. Turkey, bacon and fixins on a natural grain bun. It's a great big portion of turkey breast, a whole lot of turkey to say the least. Lettuce, tomato, and mayonnaise, and sizzling bacon as a centerpiece. Come on and tackle a turkey, something exciting for lunch. Exciting for lunch. Come on, let's go gobble one up, a Hardee's Turkey Club.
Okay, let's get to the scoring. There was no scoring whatsoever in the first period, 0-0. Then in the second period at 4:52, Hansen getting the first goal of the game, his 4th of the year, Endricken assisting, and the Blue Jackets led it 1-0.
Drive. Oh, by Hansen! Wait a minute, are they allowing the goal? 1-0.
Hansen's goal at 4:52 put the Blue Jackets up 1-0, but Greenway, to their credit, came back. They got a power play opportunity, and they made the most of it at 6:25 when Peluso picks up a goal. Geyer assisting. Peluso, a power play goal at 6:25.
It's behind for Geyer. Geyer now goes over to the corner on the right side. Now begins to make his move for Peluso. Peluso couldn't get out the shot. Puck comes loose. Now scramble for it, and the net on top of it. Hiving goal!
So that made the score 1-1 at that point. The Blue Jackets came back, though, and assumed a lead that they would never relinquish, getting the last 5 goals of this game. And in the second period at 9:27, the Blue Jackets go up 2-1. Katani, his 27th of the year. Grillo and Zezel assisting. Katani at 9:27.
And as Rick Royal scoops it over into the corner. Now along the boards, the puck is picked up. The shot taken. Goal by Katani! As he caught Rick Royal sweeping, Katani intercepted an errant Greenway pass and got it into the right corner. The Blue Jackets lead it here by a score of 2-1.
And then at 11-19, Iozo adds to the lead. He gets his 26th goal of the year. It's a power play goal. 11-19, Marolt and Andrikin assisting. A power play goal, Iozo, number 26 on the year at 11-19.
Play, Marolt has it over on the right side. Now Marolt making it now to Iozo. Backhand shot, and a goal by Iozo! As he was set by Marolt, he came in from the right of Rick Royal, went to the backhand and got by Royal. It's 3-1, the Jackets score a power play goal.
And that's the way the second period ends. Hibbing 3, Greenway 1. We'll take a look at the third period in 30 seconds.
Be sure to listen each Saturday at 9:30 a.m. as WMFG presents the Hardee's Blue Jacket Review, live from Hardee's Restaurant in Hibbing. Your host, John Timpane, will bring you interviews with coaches from area teams, awards, news, and much more from the world of high school extracurricular activities. The Hardee's Blue Jacket Review with John Timpane. Don't miss it. Live from Hardee's in Hibbing at 9:30 a.m. Saturdays on WMFG, your sports leader.
Okay, we're going to, instead of reviewing that third period, we will get to that, but we're getting two happy coaches, and let's just get the first goal of that third period. 7-11, Andrikin adds to Hibbing's lead, his 16th of the year. Nikoloff and Iozo assisting.